here, and we are cooking dinner on a Friday. We're going to be cooking fajitas. I got a little bit of steak from the grocery store, and we're going to be cutting this up, marinating it, cutting up some bell peppers and onions and good stuff, and then we're going to be making fajitas on the stove tonight. So if you are ready for dinner, come cook with me. Let's get going. All right, so gotta cut up the steak right away. So I got this one from the store. It was only $6 for a decent cut of meat. It looks pretty good. But you know, hey, if you're like making fajitas, I don't think you need all that crazy good cuts of meat. You can just go there, grab a little flank steak, and you should be good to go. So right here we have our meat, and we're gonna cut it up, and then we're gonna build our marinade. We're going to, I think we're gonna marinate our meat for about 15 minutes, maybe less. We're not gonna do it like really crazy because we are getting a late start here, and I'm kind of hungry. So here we go. So let's cut up our meat. Ooh, that's kind of sharp. Cutting through this like butter. Might have to get this a little bit more thinner cuts. I want this to cook quicker, and I want the marinade to seep in and do its thing as much as possible, since we're not going to be marinating it for too long because we are hungry. This looks pretty good. It's a nice piece, nice and fresh. Oh man. I would like to cook with some better meat at some time, but it's just so awfully expensive. I think that it needs to be like a good dinner. Like if you're gonna get like a really good ribeye or a really good cut of meat, it should be eaten the way it was intended to. And I think that is gonna be just taken out, salted, peppered, and then thrown on the grill, or you know, on the pan or the skillet, whatever you may. And I think that is how to cook an expensive steak like that. But I guess if you have any other ways to cook that kind of steak or expensive cuts besides the normal, you know, in a pan, let me know. Beef Wellington doesn't count because I don't think you really need a good piece of meat to cook beef Wellington, at least. Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I have this weird thing. How's it going, Julius? I have this weird thing when I touch meat and I feel like there's stuff on my hands. I don't know. I'm like OCD about it, and I just don't like it on my hands. I always have to rinse them off or wipe them off. Even right now, it's kind of like annoying, so I have to dry my hands with some kind of paper towel or something. But okay, so we have our beef cut. This is just a regular flank steak that I bought from the grocery store. So now we're gonna get our seasonings going, and we're gonna make our marinade. Like I said, we're not gonna marinate this for too long tonight, just because I'm pretty hungry and I want to get this going. But ideally, you would like to marinate your meat for about at least bare minimum 20 minutes to an hour beforehand. What's up, Gunner? This is your first video? I wish. Why? I wish this was my first video, but no, it is. I don't know, I've been doing it for a while. All right, so we got our meat in our pan, so let's go ahead and add our stuff. We're gonna start off with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So let's get our stuff ready. You're gonna need a tablespoon and a teaspoon kind of thing here. I like to measure my stuff out, except when it comes down to like 1/4 of a teaspoon or 1/2 a teaspoon. I can basically just eyeball that out. But like for bigger amounts like this, I like to have a little bit of guidance. So we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of olive oil. That's pretty sure just to bind all the seasonings to this thing. Then we're gonna get 2 cloves of garlic. If you've been on my channel before, you know I don't like to use. I do like to use like fresh garlic, and sometimes I like to use that. But honestly, this garlic is good enough. You know, I've watched you for for a long time. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right, so we're gonna do, wait, how much do we say? 2 cloves of garlic. So 2 tablespoons is generally a clove. I'll do a little less just in case we're wrong, but I'm pretty sure we're right. There we go. Clean out our stuff a little bit. Then we have 1 teaspoon of chili. So now I'm gonna get this one guy over here. Where's my chili powder? Where'd it go? I got Chipotle chili powder, so we're gonna use this tonight. I think it's a little more smoky, and so that's why I like that. I like Chipotle. I also have this fresh Chipotle chilies that I like to put in some of my marinades sometimes. But this is an adobo sauce, and this stuff tastes really, really good. And yeah, I like that one a lot too. But for right now, we're gonna use our dried Chipotle. Oof, coming out a little clumpy. Okay, there we go. Teaspoon of that in there. We're gonna do a teaspoon of cumin. I love cumin. It makes everything taste so earthy. Here we go. Thank you. Also, if you guys want to like this stream, it'll help it in the algorithm. We get some fun conversations in here. How's it going, Julius? All right, so here is our cumin. It's a teaspoon. I love the smell of that. I use cumin a lot in Mexican food, but you also find it in a lot of Indian food and Middle Eastern food, and that's why I like it a lot. So we also need paprika. Here's my chili powder right next to it. Okay, we're gonna put like a little dash in here, just because I want it a little spicy. We'll put a little bit more. Okay. Now we're gonna do some paprika. Gotta grab some from up here, because I didn't bring it out. Here we go. Here is our paprika. How much we need again? A teaspoon, half teaspoon. Okay, so we'll just toss this in. That looks like a half teaspoon. Okay, maybe a little bit more. Now we got our pepper, we got our chili, we need oregano, salt and pepper. So our oregano, I don't know what you guys use, but I believe there is a Turkish oregano and there's like a Spanish oregano. There we go. I can't smell the difference in either of them, so I just use the Turkish one. So, but for Mexican food, I am using the Mexican oregano. So now we have a little bit of salt. Half teaspoon? I don't think that's enough. We're gonna put a whole teaspoon. Yeah. And then pepper. So now we got our pepper shaker. Where are we going? Right here. Recipe calls for a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, but I like to put a little bit more just because I like my food a little spicier. What's up, Connor? How's it going? What are you making today? Haven't watched the whole stream. We are making fajitas. We're making fajitas today. So, all right. So now we're going to just get our hand in there and get it all mixed up. Got time for a little spatula or whatever. Here we go. You guys see this? Are you making something to eat? Yes, I am. I'm making fajitas. What do you guys think I was doing on here? Just adding spices together to meat. This is actually for my cat. I'm making an elaborate cat food video. Have you seen those? Those are kind of ridiculous. How they feed their dogs like crazy foods. Like they have the little quail egg. They have like a liver, like all this stuff. So it's kind of intense. Our cats would like look at that, spit it out, and be like, "Where is the kibble?" Ooh. Have you guys had dinner yet, or are you still kind of working on it? Let's see here, I got these. They should be done. So we're gonna let this just hang out for a little bit while we cut our vegetables. So that is marinating. I don't think we have to put it in the fridge. Let's see here, we have peppers. Where are our peppers? They're right here. Okay, cool. So we have a beautiful red and orange pepper. So I like green peppers, but I wanted to try the orange today in it. And the red peppers are always a favorite. So we're gonna give these a quick wash, and then we're gonna get over here to cut our onion. What did you guys eat for dinner, Connor? I got some I went to the grocery store and I just got some pizza crust because I want to make some more pizza. Not today, but like tomorrow or the next day. Just because like they're so easy to make and they're so quick. When did you start cooking? Like as in like tonight, or like when did I like in my life start cooking? Because if you're asking tonight, maybe about a few minutes ago, but when did I start like my cooking skills? I guess, when did I? Maybe about high school? High school is when I really started cooking because I was trying to become like, I was trying to eat really healthy. So I started making a lot of chicken, as everyone does, chicken breast, right? And so I saw this guy at the gym and I asked him like, hey man, he was like ripped out of his mind, right? And I was asking him like, hey man, how'd you get so jacked? And he's like, oh, it's all about diet, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, cool. What do you eat? Right? And he said, oh, I just eat boiled chicken. So I'm like, all right, well, we got to start eating boiled chicken. I'm like really, really like young. I'm about like 15, 16 at this time. So I don't know any better. So I'm like, let me just cook up some boiled chicken every day. And we're going to eat this with rice. So I lost a lot of weight, but it wasn't very appetizing. Best dish I cook. Ooh. I make a mean steak. I can make a really good steak. You subscribe, thank you, Julius. I appreciate you. If you like this content, please subscribe and like the stream. It works wonders for the algorithm, I hear. So I'd appreciate if you guys would subscribe if you like food content. If you don't worry about it. But we like to eat here, and if you like to eat, we can be friends. All right, so here we go. We got our orange pepper. We're gonna cut this up into little slices, and then we'll get this in the pan. Has anyone ever had orange pepper? I'm sure I have before, but I don't think it tastes any different. I wish they did. I wish they had like little subtleties that you could taste, but I don't believe it is. That is the case. No, it smells like a pepper. What's the best dish you cook? Oh. Cat claw, remember. All right. Oh yeah, you know what we should be doing? Here we go. So I learned this trick a while ago from subscribers named Spreets, but apparently you get a damp towel and you put it underneath your cutting board. That way, when you're cutting, it doesn't move around too much. So yeah, look at that, it doesn't move around. Pasta and fried rice, nice. I want to make fried rice. Do I play Roblox? I do not. And chicken sandwiches are the best. I play Marvel Rivals. It's a good game. It's very addicting, and I'm getting really good with Spider-Man. He's really fun to play, but very hard to control. And he doesn't have a whole lot of sustained damage. Anyways, this is about food. Chicken sandwiches. Chicken sandwiches are great. I lived off of chicken sandwiches when I lived in China. So I lived in China for about a year with my buddy. We were teaching English over there, and they had all kinds of food over there. Their food was like intense. It was so good. But every time, I thought it was funny because every time I thought I was eating chicken, or I thought I ordered chicken, because I would look at the pictures on the menu and I'd be like, oh, that looks like chicken, so I'll get it. It turned out to not be chicken. It turned out to be like intestines or something. I'm like, or tofu. Tofu is the most common thing that I mistook chicken for. But the tofu wasn't bad. And neither were the intestines, actually. I became really accustomed to duck intestines, and I don't know how they made it. They made it with some kind of vinaigrette, and it tasted phenomenal. Every time I got it, it was just like each time was better than the last. So I would say don't be afraid to try new stuff when you're traveling, as if you asked or anything. Is this your first live? No. If you go back in, if you go onto my channel page, you can see all the lives that I have. They're all the same format, so they're going to be red and yellow kind of themed thumbnails. So those are going to be on my lives, and you can see that I've done this way more than I'd like to admit, and I'm still not good at it. So, but here we are. I digress. All right, here we go. We are done cutting our peppers in 3, 2, 1. We're done. Okay, cool. So we have our peppers. This is a lot of peppers. Maybe we only do half of this. Anyways, now we're gonna get to our onion. Sweet. I gotta take out this garbage. Damn. I was cleaning out the fridge today, and I just have a ton of garbage in here. You guys ever do that? You ever leave like fresh vegetables in the fridge a little too long, and then you kind of just dump them out all at once? I can never get to them fast enough. I always buy enough fresh vegetables for the meal that I'm cooking, and then if I have any leftovers, I try and use them as much as I can, but most of the time I don't get to them fast enough. Am I the only one with that problem? Ah. Peeling onions is so satisfying, subtly satisfying. And I think it's a little tricky because you never know how many layers to go down. Like, hey, can I eat this stuff or not? I think it's probably gonna be all right, it always is all right, but you just always get that weird feeling like, oh no, should I have eaten this or not? You know, because it's brown, so you never really know. Anyways, happy Friday, guys. Let's cut an onion. Okay, this is gonna be way more than we need, so we don't need to cut all of this. We also need to cut it in a way that it. You know what? We're gonna do this. No, we're not. We're gonna go like this. Don't do this. Okay. Oh, that worked out. Cool. I usually peel that layer too. Oh, it's fine to eat. Yeah. Oh, okay. So like the outer layer. Yeah. Not to invade your privacy, but do you live alone? If you want to answer. No, I don't. I don't live alone. Me and my girlfriend moved in together maybe about 2 years ago, so we've been living together for about 2 years. She gets on my lives too, but she is down in Chicago this weekend visiting her friend from college. But she will be here if I do one on Sunday. If I do a live on Sunday, this should be enough onions, but let's do a little bit more just in case we want to make extras. Do you guys eat leftovers? My buddy was notorious for never eating leftovers, and I didn't get it because like he would leave. Okay, so here's what we do: we'd go to like these big restaurants out in Serbia, and they would have all kinds of meat, like steak. They would give you like different kinds of sausages and just hunks of chicken or lamb, mutton and stuff like that. And there would be tons of leftovers, and he would just never touch them. And it would be great for me because I'd be like, I love all this stuff, whether it's cold or hot. So I'm gonna eat all of this. So, all right. So we have a half an onion left. So we're gonna wrap this up and save it for later, and we're gonna try our darndest to use it. So get this in a little plastic bag, and then we can start cooking up our stuff. So we're gonna use a stainless steel pan today. We're gonna use 1 tablespoon of olive oil just to get this hot and ready. Okay, where's our olive oil? You guys ever do this where you lose stuff in the kitchen that you're just freaking using? What did I use it for? I used it last over here. Okay, we're just gonna use coconut oil. There we go. Once again. There's a little bit of coconut oil. I can't tell the difference in the cooking, so we're gonna use that. I'm gonna heat this up. And then we're gonna stir fry this. stir fry it. I don't know if that's the right term. What's going on, Anthony? Hey, you're back. What's up? Hey, what's up, Fritz? Oh my God, this isn't even in the shot. Okay, so I've been cutting this whole time. Hey, let's see, where are you? Okay, yeah, the pork turned out amazing. It's all gone. It was gonna go bad today, so I had to finish it off yesterday. I gave it to some friends. I even took it out to some places that I frequent, and I gave it out to some people, and they all loved it. Let's see here, leftovers are awesome. Yes, it is. Yeah, it does depend. What's going on, Anthony? Welcome back, dude. Let's get this going. All right. I think I'm going to get like a burner or like a special burner. It's going to go right here. It's going to be like a one burner kind of thing right here. And then I'll have the pan that goes right there just so I can cook in front of you guys. So I have a little bit more room to kind of like move around instead of putting you in the corner on the oven and you can only see this one way. I think it'd be a lot better. We're making some steak fajitas tonight. I got our steak marinating right now. It's only going to be a quick 15, 20 minute marinade. What's going on, Julius? Welcome back. And then we're going to, but before we cook that, we're going to put this, or we're going to stir fry all this stuff. And then we're going to get that going. What have you guys eaten tonight? Have you guys eaten anything cool lately? Been out to any cool restaurants? All right, I'm gonna move you guys over here since we're gonna primarily being over here for the rest of this. Okay, that's pretty good. I'll try not to. Here we go. All right, it's not hot yet. What are you guys up to tonight? If it's night where you are. My buddy and me, I might meet out with a buddy from work to grab a beer or something like that in this Irish pub by his house. I think I'm either doing that or I might just stay in and play Marvel Rivals. Appreciate you guys. If you would like, you're the best. I think we're gonna do about half of these. Well, actually, you know what? We're gonna cook them down. 8:40 p.m. in Canada. Nice. Hey, I live in Wisconsin, so I'm like right below you. Not quite hot enough. In the Philippines. Nice. Nice. We want to go to the Philippines. We've been talking about like different trips that we want to take. Philippines is up there. I think Thailand is the top. So me and my girl want to go to Thailand. She saw this pretty cool like Zen resort down in I don't remember what city it was, but if you've ever seen the show called The White Lotus, it's like, I don't know, some cool resort. And I told her, I'm like, those are all over the place, so we should definitely go just check one out. But yeah, that would be pretty cool to check out. Now we're getting hot. Now we're cooking. Actually turn this down just a hair. Oh, see that it's hotter. Yes, I'm in the USA. All right, so we're gonna have a. So we're gonna have a little. Damn. So we're gonna have like a little bowl to keep our cooked vegetables in. As soon as they're done, we're gonna put them on the side. Because I've tried to put everything in here before, and it's taken forever to cook. So we're gonna do one at a time, and then we're gonna put these over there. My mother watched that. Yeah, it's a very addicting show. So you find out that there's been a murder on the first episode, and then so that's the first episode is kind of like the conclusion, and then you go back in time to the beginning, and then you start in the ending. Sorry, the last episode, the finale is kind of like the ending. So you work up to it. It's pretty cool. And every single one of these episodes, all the characters are crazy out of their minds. So they're all like rich people who've like lost touch with like reality, not reality, but like how normal people interact with each other. So it's kind of cool. Ooh, getting a little hot. Good idea. All right, done. Thanks, Anthony. What are you gonna eat that with? Rice, tortillas? Yeah, I got some tortillas from the. So I made this big marinated pork butt over the weekend for my friend's going away party, and I have mad tortillas left. I have like, I think about 30 left that I have to get rid of in like less than 2 weeks. Otherwise, I think they're gonna go bad. So yeah, we're gonna eat that with tortillas. I do have a little bit of leftover Spanish rice from this, from when I hung out with my mom the other day. So I'm just gonna be tossing that in as well. Yeah. So. Oh, and then I have some beans I'm gonna cook up. Again, leftovers. I have this right next to this thing. I don't know why I'm not using this. Okay. I'm gonna set these off to the side because we're gonna cook them more. So now let's throw the rest of our stuff in. I think that should be good. I don't know if we have to use all of these. Just because we cut it, I don't think we have to use all of them. Maybe I'll just put it in a bag and save it for later like I did the onion. You guys like that? Like that pan work? Almost dropped it, but I didn't. Have you guys ever had fajitas before? Usually when they make it in the restaurant, they come out on like a big sizzling skillet. I think the presentation's pretty cool with that, but I don't get that too much because they're always like $25, and then I don't know for this. So I just feel like I could make it at home for cheaper. So. That's awesome. What do you usually season yours with? Ooh, hot chocolate and an Oreo. That sounds nice. Uh-oh. I think we're getting a little dry. A little bit of oil in there. We'll add a touch. There we go. Okay, yeah, we are going to bag up those other things because I'm not going to eat them. I'm going to eat this, and I think that'll be enough. So these will go in our little plastic bag, and we'll save these for later. Alright. Our beef is looking pretty good. I can't wait to get this in the oven. Or not the oven, in the skillet. What's the meaning of etc? It means etc. That means like you should be able to finish the ending. Yeah, I mean those sound like good spices. I like onion powder. Or would you say garlic powder? Okay, so I like garlic powder too. I think I ran out. I only have this garlic powder that is mixed with pepper. It's mixed with pepper. So, I mean, I guess I could have thrown that in, but it also does have some like, I think it's like dextrose in it or something. And I know it's not bad for you or anything, but it's just one extra thing I don't want to like put in my food or in this thing. I don't want it to alter the taste, although it probably wouldn't. But. All right, so now we are going to put our meat in. So let's go a little bit more oil because pan's looking kind of dry. We're gonna turn down the heat. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's cute. I got 2 cats. I'm sorry, we have 2 cats. No good, no good. Did everyone have to work today? I had a long day at work. Kind of sucked, to be honest with you. I'm so glad it's over. So now I get to cook with you guys. This is fun. I enjoy this. So the pan at the bottom is getting kind of charred up. And I think that's because of the lack of moisture in the lack of moisture plus all the seasonings that are on the steak. That's kind of annoying. I don't like that. It's going to be very difficult to clean later. All right, guys, I think we're there. So we'll play it safe. There's a lot of stuff in here. Deglaze the pan with water. I can talk. Sheesh. Thank you, Anthony. Appreciate you. It's interesting. So with a lot of vegetables comes a lot of steam. They're filled with water, so when you cook it, the steam gets released. And it also, I think it does something to the beef as well. Like not in a good way. So I think it's important to, cook the beef separate. to begin with. Maybe put it on high to kind of develop a little crust. Julius, is that the Philippines flag? It's pretty cool. All right. I think we're getting pretty good. How do you guys like your vegetables? Do you like them all cooked down or do you like them kind of firm? I like my onions with like a little bit of crunch to them still, so I don't like to cook them like all the way through. That's personal preference. It's not how you're supposed to do it, but that's how I like it. That's a YouTube logo. Oh, is it? Oh my God, it is. I didn't look as close as I thought I did. Oh my God. Appreciate that. Cook down? Nice. Ooh, that's a little spicy. Nice. Have you guys ever had that balduck ramen? I did a few videos on that, and that was pretty spicy stuff. If you put that whole packet in there, that's dangerous. What you call it? I almost cried when I ate that. It was wild. It's almost not enjoyable. It's almost just like a joke. If I grow up? You mean when you grow up? That'd be cool. You should become an engineer. Those are pretty high-paying jobs. Then if you move to the States, I think you can get paid like a really, really good money. All the engineers I know are just balling. Who's gonna make it better? I was in Serbia one time, and I met this guy at, where did I meet him? I forget where I met him. Anyways, like, it was probably one of these meetup groups, and we were talking to him, and he was telling me that he was, I think he was some kind of engineer, but he was in Serbia. He was immigrating from somewhere in the Middle East out to Serbia, and then he was working a whole day. I think it was like $30 or $40 US dollars. I'm like, how are you? That's crazy. I felt so bad for him because, I mean, you're an engineer, you're smart and you're capable. You have to be those two things to become an engineer, and there's no way that guy should have been getting paid $30 an hour. Or $30 a day. Sorry. All right, so these are starting to cook down a lot more. I like that. I think if you can, like, I don't know. Never mind, we're not going to get political about this. This is a cooking channel. Anyways. I brought it up, I'm sorry. All right, these are looking pretty good. So we're gonna call this. I'm gonna get some tortillas now. We're gonna bring out our rice, heat that up, and our beans. Get some beans going. Hope you guys are having a good night. If you like this type of stuff, subscribe, and we can hang out all the time, and we can cook together too. Last day on that. So we're gonna heat up our beans real quick. I've used a microwave, but I don't like using the microwave on everything. So I'll just heat this real quick. country are you from? I am from the USA. Where are you from? Oh, never mind. You're from Canada. Sorry. Nice. Yeah, so some of the nicest people I've ever met have been from like other countries. Most of them from the Middle East. They're just so hospitable. All right, this is done. Ooh, this looks so good. Wish you guys were here. I'd make you a tortilla. Nice. I've never been to Canada. I have a few friends who live in Edmonton, but that's about it. I haven't been there though. It looks beautiful. Like up in the, I believe it's the Yukon. You guys look like you have a lot of wildlife and a lot of great scenery up there. Unspeakable merch? What does that mean? I don't have any merch. Yum. I'm the only one eating this, so I don't care. Oh yeah. Oh crap. Okay. Let's wash up our cutting board. Tons and tons of resources. That's good, man. Come down to Wisconsin, we got a lot of cheese. But then again, so does every state, so I don't think we're really special anymore. I know that we were special for a little bit, but then I think Canada came and took our spot as like the America's Dairyland. I don't know. But every time I'm in like other states, when I'm in the Uber, everyone always asks me, "Hey, what's up with the cheese, man?" I'm like, "I don't know, man. We just have a lot of it, and it's delicious." I look at them, I'm like, "You don't like cheese? Fuck." All right, our beans are done. Okay. Oh yeah. Again, just leftovers from the other day. Nothing special. All right, so with the tortillas, we actually are going to throw them in the oven for a minute. Or the microwave oven. Still counts. Still technically right. No. Canada will never be an American state. Okay, yes, it's good. Do you do song requests? No. For what? Like sing? I can't sing, dude. Can't do it. But if you want to sing, you could totally sing. Maroon 5, go. Ooh, that's hot. Okay, I'm gonna put you back over here. We're gonna get rocking and rolling. Okay, cool. Where is my fork? Here, knives. He's going up. All right. First, got our little bit of beans that we're gonna put on this guy. There's only like one serving for myself tonight because she's out of town. So, it's just me. No, I wish we could play music on here. I love spinning. What does that mean? Philippines W2. All right. Here we go. You know what? We're gonna put it right on the side. That should be enough. And then we have some cilantro that I really am excited about. Okay, apparently I didn't cut that up, so let's get about a serving of cilantro. Here we go, guys. I hate making dishes, and I'm very, very inefficient when it comes to keeping, like, not making dishes. Okay, that should be good. All right. Ooh, looks good. Yes, I believe it is. All right, cool. We have our beans. We have our fajita stuff. And now, we got some cheese. Of course we got some cheese. Spicy. It's way spicy, so we don't need to do that. Philippines versus Canada. What are you guys talking about? I love the cilantro. I've been talking about it way too much. Glazing cilantro like it's my job. I don't know. Looks nasty. It is nasty, actually. It tastes horrible, but I'm gonna eat it all. I think he's just trying to pick a fight with Canada. Oh, it's actually not that spicy. That's good. What? We got some sour cream. Expires in July, so we're good. I'm gonna put some of this on. Hopefully it doesn't kill all the flavor. Tacosa, what does that mean? Need something to drink. Happy Thursday on a Friday. Canada does love everyone. You guys are the coolest. Mexican Coke you need. Let's make it super multicultural, right? I should have a chair over here. I'm fascinated by your guys' conversation about Canada and what they need. What else does Canada need? They need I don't know if Canada needs guns. I think you guys already have more guns than us because you guys are big hunters and outdoor stuff, outdoorsy type people, right? Right. That's what I thought too. So that's what I thought you were saying too. Oh, we forgot our rice. Let's put our rice on. I ain't got a job for that. Got my chair. This is how I wait for the microwave to get done. Saw one of your video. Cool. Thank you. UK has their own scary stuff. Like, I mean, they don't have guns or nothing, but they do have knives. So, like, if you get caught with a knife over there, I believe you go to jail for like 3 or 5 years or something like that. I know over here, if you have an illegal gun, like, you go to jail for 5 years minimum. In Wisconsin, at least. No dispensary in Canada. No, it's legal state, countrywide, right? So why wouldn't there be? Tacos, that's right. These are, well, yeah, they're tacos. Essentially, once you wrap them in a tortilla like that. It's all right. We're all bad at spelling. The plate looks good now with all the fixings. Yeah, right. I think it does. I like the color of the the fajitas with the orange peppers opposed to the green peppers. I think the cilantro adds enough color in the green department, um, and then you need to balance it with red, brown, and then something else, which is orange. So I think that it works good. I'm a weirdo about like color schemes. I eat with my eyes, so like I want everything to look like really good. So I was thinking like if I really wanted to be picky, I would put like cilantro green in here, and then I'd put like a little bit of cheese on top of this, so it's like a white contrasting the beans. Also, I don't know like a thing of what I'm talking about, so maybe. Have a good night, gentlemen. Gotta run. Have a good one. No hot sauce. No hot sauce, because I did put chili pepper and then chipotle chili pepper in here as well. So I don't want to risk ruining the flavor for it. But tastes pretty good so far. I don't know. What do you guys got going on tonight? Anything fun? Or this weekend? What's going on in the Philippines? Julius, it's going to end in a little bit. I don't know. We'll see when it does. Whenever I feel too awkward to be eating on camera. My cats are eating right now. We've tried this new thing where we've always just kept the food bowl full. Sorry, let me give you a little bit of backstory. We feed them 3 times a day, and they just seem to be screaming and yelling at us before they get fed, and it's really annoying. So we're deciding, hey, they've both lost enough weight to where they're fine. They don't need to lose any more weight. So we're just keeping the food bowl full, and we're seeing how that works. We're gonna see if they start gaining too much weight, we're gonna wean back the food. But if they stay at a healthy weight for a little bit, we're gonna keep doing that. So, and they've been like a million times more quiet since we've been doing this. They haven't been meowing like before dinner time or anything like that, because normally they will, and it'll be really, really annoying. but now we've kind of trusted them to manage their own food, and it's been going pretty well so far. But yeah, I say I'm gonna stream for about like 5 more minutes, and then I'm probably gonna get off. I'm gonna see what's going on with my friends. That's my only roast? What do you mean? I didn't know roast. I don't know. What do you mean? Are you trying to roast me? I don't get it. What was the roast? I don't know what that means. Okay. Anyways, I don't know if anybody else gets excited by plates and shit, but like I got this one for like 20 bucks. No, it was on sale, down from $25 to $9.99 on Amazon, and it's got a pretty cool dinosaur egg design. It looks like, I don't know, it's like blue with like specks on it, but I think it goes pretty well with like some of the cooking content that I make. I like it. I like the way it looks in the background. I also have some pure black ones. I need to get some pure white ones, so when we make pasta with like red sauce, it's really gonna pop on screen. So I really like that. Again, I'm always about colors and stuff. So. Does anyone like tacos? What's your favorite taco? Favorite taco meat? I think mine probably is some pastor, the marinated pork. It's really good. Always really juicy, and there's so much stuff you can do with it. I feel like there's so many different flavors you can incorporate into pork than you can with like chicken. I don't know if that makes sense. You eat too much, so my poop becomes a rocket. Oh my god. Yo. Call Elon. He's got competition. Well, all right, we're gonna go for 2 more minutes, and we're gonna call it. 2 more minutes. I don't want this to turn into a mukbang. See me just smashing food. But yeah, this is it. Wow, I said mukbang and people come in. You look like my uncle. What's up, Antonio? What's up? What's up, mijo? I am your uncle. But we just made some quesadillas. Some rice and some beans. Pretty good stuff. What's my next stream? I don't know what my next stream is going to be. I would say Monday or Tuesday, but I might pop in tomorrow just to see what's up. But yeah, I don't know. I always hated him. Yikes. Well, sorry. I can't do nothing about it. But what you call? I'll always I guess on my next stream, I'll try to remember to post like a little thing, like maybe a few hours beforehand, just so you know. But appreciate you, Anthony, coming in. Julius, appreciate you guys hanging out. Feel free to like and subscribe. Antonio, I hated your uncle too. So have a good one, guys. See you later.